Coronation Street is set for a whirlwind of drama next week as new spoilers reveal shocking developments, including the aftermath of Eva Price's comeback, a possible wedding cancellation, and a murder twist. Viewers can expect major surprises and worrying updates from Weatherfield in the upcoming episodes, according to the latest teasers. There's a murder admission, a wedding that may be delayed after a surprising revelation, concerns over a relationship, and a missing child storyline. The fallout from one character's return and the introduction of a fresh family bring even more chaos, while tensions rise between two familiar faces. Old rivals find themselves back on opposing sides once again, and one family faces further conflict. To begin with, the Driscoll family, along with Eva Price, begin settling into their new home at the Rovers' return. Ben Driscoll's son Will is expected to join them after his school trip, but panic spreads when he fails to show up. Ollie Driscoll admits that Will never arrived at the station and attempts to call him, go unanswered. Maggie reminds Eva that Will wasn't thrilled about relocating to Weatherfield, suggesting he might have gone back to Hull instead. Ben quickly heads out to search for his missing child, while David Platt starts feuding with the newcomer over a disagreement. Later in the week, Ben and Eva involve the police to track down Will, unaware that he's actually hiding close by. When he bumps into Lily Platt, he tries to bribe her with cash to sneak his passport out of the pub. However, Lily spills everything to Ben and Eva, leaving them relieved when Will finally returns. His athletics coach from Hull, Megan, insists she found him hiding in the changing rooms, and Will's parents immediately demand to know what's really going on. Will confesses that he'd rather remain in Hull with his friends, but after Ben finds a love note and learns about the missing passport, he begins to suspect something deeper behind his son's vanishing act. Before long, Will is back to mischief and persuades Liam Connor to skip school with him. He opens up to Liam about a secret girlfriend, but when Maggie catches the pair sharing a beer, how will she take it? Meanwhile, more turmoil unfolds for Swarla and Becky Swain as D.I. Costello makes a shocking admission about a death. Carla Connor grows increasingly sure that her romantic rival Becky is attempting to rekindle things with her fiancée Lisa Swain, and she warns her to back off. Carla later confronts Becky directly, telling her that any future with Lisa is impossible, especially since they're still legally married. Becky tries to provoke Carla by hinting that Lisa's expression shows she's still in love with her. Later that week, Lisa's teenage daughter Betsy urges Carla to convince her mom to agree to a holiday in Spain for all of them, including Becky. But chaos strikes when Lisa realizes she can't marry Carla until she officially divorces Becky, who shockingly was never really dead after all. Costello insists that Carla must push Becky into pretending to be dead again in Spain, claiming it's the only viable solution. However, Lisa quickly cautions Carla that going through with a wedding while still legally tied to Becky would be a criminal act, leaving Carla suspicious that Lisa may be keeping her options open. During their heated argument, Lisa ends up opening up to her daughter Betsy, who directly asks whether she still harbors feelings for Becky. But how will Lisa respond? Meanwhile, shocking truths about Costello's victim emerge when he threatens Becky to leave town immediately. He warns her that if she refuses to go, she'll end up dead, just like Tia Wardley, whose murder he had arranged. It becomes clear that Costello was behind Tia's death, but the motive remains a mystery. Elsewhere next week, Hope Stape's anonymous tormentor could finally be exposed. Something Ruby Dobbs says to her parents catches Tyrone off guard, as it echoes one of the creepy messages Hope has received. Could this clue reveal who's been targeting her? There's also tension at the bistro when David and Shona Platt awkwardly find themselves seated at the same table as Kit Green and Sarah Platt, following recent disputes. Meanwhile, Abby Franklin continues her search for a new place to stay while her complicated ex, Carl Webster, interferes in his sister Debbie's life, even exploiting her dementia diagnosis to his advantage. After scheming to push her out, Carl books a trip in Debbie's name, then insists she made the arrangements herself and simply forgot. Alarmed, Debbie turns to her partner Ronnie Bailey, who suggests a break might do them both good, unaware that Carl's next move involves requesting access to the hotel's bank account under the guise of handling payments. Could he be plotting to con her? Coronation Street's Catherine Tildesley gushes over new co-star, saying they were meant to work together. The beloved actress has officially made her comeback to the ITV soap 7 years after last appearing as Eva Price. Coronation Street favorite Catherine Tildesley has revealed that she absolutely adores her latest co-star, admitting she believes it was fate that brought them together on set. The star has returned to the long-running series after a 7-year break, having originally portrayed Eva Price between 2011 and 2018. Longtime viewers will remember that Eva departed Weatherfield when she chose to start a new life in France with her daughter Susie, following the tragic death of Aidan Connor, Susie's father. Now, years later, Catherine has stepped back into Eva's heels and blonde locks, with the character taking on the role of the new landlady at the Rovers Return Inn. However, Monday's episode revealed that Eva's homecoming wasn't quite what it appeared to be. She returned to the cobbles alongside her daughter Susie, new partner Ben, and even her mother-in-law Maggie, who made a surprise entrance. Discussing her character's new family dynamic, Catherine told the Manchester Evening News and other reporters, Kate explained that Eva and Ben have been together for some time and are still very much in love. She wanted them to be a strong, devoted couple running the pub, a real partnership built on mutual respect and affection. I thought that was brilliant because my first question was, are they going to bring us in just to split us up? She went on to add, I completely adore Aaron, who plays Ben. He's an incredible actor. I've followed much of his previous work, and we've nearly crossed paths a few times before. It honestly feels like we were destined to collaborate. He's been amazing to work with. And then to have Pauline join us too. I feel so lucky. It's been wonderful. When speaking about Pauline, Catherine confessed she's a bit obsessed with the Father Ted legend, telling The Sun, Pauline is my ultimate girl crush. She's extraordinary, hysterically funny, but when it comes to emotional scenes, she's breathtaking. Corey fans are going to fall in love with her. She's going to be an absolute icon on the show. I can't stop watching her. Coronation Street teases its next major wedding storyline. While Coronation Street gears up for an anticipated crossover with fellow ITV soap Emmerdale, there's still plenty of drama unfolding on the cobbles before that event hits screens. One of the biggest upcoming moments is another much-anticipated wedding in Weatherfield. After Bernie Winter and Dev Alahan exchange vows back in August, the next couple preparing to say I do are Debbie Webster and Ronnie Bailey. The pair have recently rekindled their romance following a short-lived split. Recently released on-set paparazzi shots show the cast filming joyful wedding scenes, with Debbie and Bernie appearing particularly thrilled as they ride together at the front of a golf buggy. Other pictures show Debbie's brother Kevin Webster still struggling with the collapse of his marriage to Abby. Meanwhile, Tyrone Dobbs is seen using crutches, a sign that he's finally recovering from his earlier hit-and-run injuries. This new wedding storyline unfolds alongside Debbie's emotional battle with dementia, a plot that is expected to span until 2027. At that point, actress Sue Devaney will bid farewell to the soap, marking the end of her time in Coronation Street. Speaking about the storyline, producer Kate Brooks explained, Debbie's journey is going to unfold gradually. We're not rushing it at all because we absolutely adore her. She's hilarious, full of energy and warmth, such a vibrant character. There are so many layers to her story beyond the dementia plot. Debbie remains at the heart of her family's dramas, living life to the fullest and cherishing every moment. She's planning a beautiful wedding with Ronnie towards the end of the year. It's going to be stunning. Very Debbie. Full of color, love, and a little bit of her trademark chaos. Viewers will also get to see the dementia choir that Debbie has poured her heart into. It's something deeply meaningful to her, and she's focusing on it as she embraces every second she can. Debbie truly wants to make the most of her love for Ronnie. Coronation Street continues to air every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available to stream on ITVX.